Bonjour! Today's lesson is about verbs. We've got three types of verbs in French. One that ends up with er, second that end up with ir, third that ends with re. We are going to conjugate the verbs, all three of them, but today we are going to learn how to conjugate number 1, er verbs. What is conjugation? Suppose you have been given the verb to be in English. That is an auxiliary actually. So you break them with the personal pronouns you have, I am, he is, she is, they are, we are, you are. This is mr ending up, added up with the personal pronouns he, she, it, I, we, they, you. This is called conjugation. I do one more verb, the verb to do. You'll say I do, you do, he does, she does, they do, we do, so and so. This is called conjugation. Now we are going to do conjugation with the first category verbs, er. You are going to see verbs like this. There are hundreds of verbs in French which are going to get ended up with er. So there are two parts in a verb. If you see er in the ending of a verb, which is the root of a verb, it means it belongs simply to first category. Er verbs are simply first category verbs, not just aller. Aller is an auxiliary. An auxiliary which helps us to make another tense, which is itself a tense. So today we are going to conjugate the verbs with er. The example we take is parler, which means to speak. This verb starts with the consonant p, pe. You cut down its root er, and then you conjugate this whole verb with our 9 personal pronouns. We got 9. I've taught you personal pronouns, right? You remember them. You can see them in the link given below. So now what you're going to do is you cut down er and you are just left with parl. Now you are going to put that parl with all the personal pronouns you have. Now add je parle, is going to get added up, which becomes I speak. With tu, you add es, it becomes a tu parle. In written form we have 6 types, in spoken we have 3 types. You see, first 5 I'm going to speak are going to get conjugated in the same spoken way, different in written. Spoken 3 types. Je parle, tu parles, il parle. You add e in the end of il with the parle, and then elle parle, you add another e. On parle, you add another with the parle, and then you add ons with the nous. Nous parlons, and then vous parlez, you added up ez, and then il parle, ent, elle parle, ent. This is how you conjugate a verb. Now we are going to do the conjugation with the verb which is starting up with a vowel. The verb is arriver. For vowel starting verb, the rule is different. For consonant starting verb, the rule is different. You just join the consonant vowel verb with the first personal pronoun while you're doing the conjugation. With the rest 8 personal pronouns, you don't do the joining. So with vowel verb like arrive, we are going to do this. We are going to cut down er and then write the whole verb with all of the 9 personal pronouns, and then add e, es, e, ons, ez, ent, ent with all the 9 personal pronouns. Why I did this? Just to make you understand that this is the way how we conjugate a verb. Now with arrive, je, first person pronoun, I is going to cut down its e in the ending. It's going to get joined with arrive. Just to make it easy, j'arrive. This is the standard rule in French. Now you'd say, why didn't you, cut down the thu? That is also having a vowel. You should have cut down, but you do that only in spoken. T'arrives, that means you come. So you don't do that. You've come. You've come. You come. I've spoken very fast. I've cut down many letters from the spoken part. That you do in only spoken part, but not in written part. Written part, it is going to be with the vowels. You are going to conjugate verbs like this. With vowels, you are going to conjugate the verbs like this. This is the standard rule. Do not forget it. It simply means I speak, you speak, he speaks, they speak, we speak, blah blah blah. And like in arrive case, I arrive, you arrive, he arrives, she arrives, they arrive, boys arrive, girls arrive, so and so form. I'm going to conjugate 2 more verbs after I'm done speaking in the video. You're going to see 2 slides coming up, which are going to show you the conjugation I've done for you. I hope you have understood very finely how to conjugate a verb with er, first category in French. Keep learning. Au revoir.